when your heart aches like it was left out in the rain. And your fingers feel frozen and fake, touching cold, dishonest things. You mustn't worry about the time. It floats in air and brine.
For as long as I can remember, I've always been interested in things of the past, early antiques, artifacts. And so having these things around and looking at them and enjoying them, it's obviously absorbed into the way I look at the bags that I'm making and designing for now and into the future. They just speak to you on a different level when you're holding that heavy ducked canvas that's sewn with this heavy linen thread. There's no comparison when you're holding in your hand versus something that you have bought at a department store that's made out of nylon or neoprene or Velcro, and that's why I sought out materials when I first started Artifact Bag Company. I looked at different leather tanneries and I looked at places to see what they offered. And I try as hard as I can to use all American sourced materials. I've been fortunate to find canvas suppliers and leather suppliers that are still making things domestically, and I feel that they are the finest quality that you can get, and that's why I choose to use them in my bags. You have to have a certain level of confidence when you're working with the leather. You have a responsibility because that's an animal's hide. And when you sew into that, if you get off on your stitch, that's it. It's done. You've left that telltale sign of where that bad hem was, that bad seam. Literally, you want to take the adage, measure twice, cut once. That holds true, especially to working with bag making and cutting textiles and leather. You want to really conceptualize what you're doing before you lay a knife onto it.
And I just drink it like it's wine anyway. If you're lost.
I was recently asked, where do I draw my inspiration from? And the first thing that came to mind was the traditions, the generations of craftspeople that were working before me, and how do I relate with them? Sadly, I don't know as well as I'd like to because I'm still seeking those people out to meet with them and to talk. But I'd like to believe that they got the same enjoyment and zeal from actually seeing something from the beginning, going through the steps to having a finished end product, and something that they could stand by, that they knew that they're going to give this to somebody and they're going to use it, and they know, they're going to have that sense of confidence. This is a time period before planned obsolescence, where people their sole objective was to make an item that was just going to last. I always want to remind myself, I have these moments where when the newness wears off of something, I just don't want that to happen. And so one of the things I think about as I'm working through here, just to keep that excitement and that energy, is it wasn't that long ago that I had a good job. I had a great job. And then I lost it when the economy took a turn, and I had to work in a position where I was grossly underemployed. I was in a cubicle, I had a headset, and I did that all day. And so I think about that, and then I think about where I am now, and like one of the things that comes to mind is like, part of my job description is to use an anvil. I come in and I peen rivets on an anvil. That's just so cool to me. If someone would have said, Chris, that's what you're going to be doing, a couple years ago, I would have thought that was great, but I wouldn't have believed them. And now here I am, I'm just doing it.
You can call me. You can call me. And I